Welcome back to Radically Rational Radio. I know I've been covering a lot of the Tucker Carlson releases. Every single news outlet has their take on the coverage, and I wanted to really give that a lot of time. But I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's jump back into the CDC and how much has changed now that we can say that lab leak is not only a possible theory, it seems probable. It's a pretty big difference. This article comes from the Post Millennial, where we've got Marjorie Taylor Green giving it to him. Let's check it out.
Agree, in your opinion, with Dr. Andersen's assessment at the time that this virus did look engineered?
I was concerned because of the presence of the purine cleavage site that we talked about. And I think it's important to understand what that cleavage site does. That cleavage site totally changes the orientation of the binding domain of COVID. So it now, which could not see
Can drinking water before bed burn 46 pounds in 2 weeks? If you are struggling to lose weight and you're over 25, you need to hear this. People are burning 2.5 pounds of fat each night as they sleep by adding this one ingredient to their glass of water before bed. Can drinking water before bed burn 46 pounds in 2 weeks? If you are struggling to lose weight and you're over 20,
Did you agree, in your opinion, with Dr. Andersen's assessment at the time that this virus did look engineered?
I was concerned because of the presence of the purine cleavage site that we talked about. And I think it's important to understand what that cleavage site does. That cleavage site totally changes the orientation of the binding domain of COVID. So it now, which could not see the H2 receptor, which is the human receptor, it totally changes the orientation now. So it has high affinity for human receptors. So that purine cleavage site bothered me. It didn't seem that it belonged there. And then when you look at the sequences that it used, beyond the committee, but I know many of you have looked into it, the sequences that they used in those 12 nucleotides for arginine were the arginine sequences, nucleotide triplets that coded for the human arginine. So why did this virus have the arginine sequences for humans there?
can drinking water before bed burn 46 pounds in 2 weeks? If you are struggling to lose weight and you're over 25, you need to hear this.
Did you agree, in your opinion, with Dr. Did you agree?
All right, let's stop wasting time and jump into this video.
Did you agree, in your opinion, with Dr. Andersen's assessment at the time that this virus did look engineered?
I was concerned because of the presence of the purine cleavage site that we talked about. And I think it's important to understand what that cleavage site does. That cleavage site totally changes the orientation of the binding domain of COVID. So it now, which could not see the H2 receptor, which is the human receptor, it totally changes the orientation now. So it has high affinity for a human receptor. So that purine cleavage site bothered me. It didn't seem that it belonged there. And then when you look at the sequences that it used, it's beyond the committee, but I know many of you have looked into it. The sequences that they used in those 12 were the arginine sequences, nucleotide triplets that coded for the human arginine. So why did this virus have the arginine sequences for humans there, not bat? It was very disconcerting to me. It looked like this virus was engineered.
Was this what your observation
Wow.
speaking of? Is this something that would be in line with gain of function research and the capabilities that would bring
Yeah.
it to?
Let's be specific.
Yeah, I mean, basically this lab published in 2014 that they accomplished in this allowing the coronaviruses that they were working with in the lab to bind to the H2 receptor in humanized mice. And the only way they did that was by reorienting the binding domain.
Hear that? By reorientating the domain. Now, I know a lot of that was just science, not mumbo jumbo. We all have cells. We know it's a cell because it has a wall around it. But you know that all cells are impermeable. It will transfer things in and out. It's how our cells breathe. It's how they eat. It's how they do all of their functions. Viruses have keys to said doors. If they fit, they can get in, and it's party on. He spent a lot of time merely saying the receptor, the key that would allow this to easily transmute through humans, was not only not present, it's not even similar to bats, and it's very unlikely that it could orientate that well and be that successful in a location like that. I think the craziest part about this is you have to realize he's only now changing tune after he has changed his position, because Dr. Robert Redfield, the former director of CDC and prevention under President Trump, who, while speaking to Greene, said that the COVID-19 virus looked as though it was in the lab. That was not his previous take. So, I think this is important. For those people who really thought that the lab leak was just a conspiracy and was so angry at people who just don't trust naturally, kindness is key here. We have the opportunity to really say, like, look, we've all been really mean to each other, and it's making communication very, very difficult. It's not racist to say the location of where a virus came from. It's not conspiratorial to say that China doesn't really love America. We have to accept what the reality is for us to move on. Thanks for being with me again. I'll have the link in the description to this post-millennium article. They go even deeper into it. It's a great read. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.